Yo, what's up, everyone? Sometimes you just need to take a breather. Anyway, somewhat forgot what I was going to talk about, but it's just starting to get back to me. Okay, first thing I want to talk about is on GTA 5, they recently released the Diamond Casino and Resort, and it's so fun. Like, never knew that I could have so much fun betting on a game. Like, they have blackjack, roulette, they have some other ones. Then they have like slot machines. They have like it's like a virtual polo racing that you can bet on. And then they have this thing where you can spin a wheel once a day and it's free. And the top prize you can win is one of the top prizes you can win is a car. And I looked it up, and the car is like, I want to say it's around 1.5 million in GTA currency. So that's about, I think it's about $20 to $30 US dollars. So it's definitely, so I just spend it every day because I get free stuff. Like today I spun it and I got like 10,000 chips. But yeah, so that's pretty fun. I'm about to go play after this video anyway. But yeah, other than that, I've been training and working at Carrabba's, my new job, this past week, and so the other day I had to work, and I wasn't supposed to, but it's because somebody else had called out because he had cut his finger on the kitchen on the kitchen line the day before that, so he couldn't work. So they called me in, and now I'm off tomorrow, so that's nice. I mean, if they really wanted me to work, I could, but yeah, I'm off tomorrow. So other than that, like my first day there, I got such good vibes, and everyone was really cool and chill. And since I'm actually working with servers, it's a lot different than my old job, and the volume is like 2 or 3 times as much. It's a really great place to me so far. It's been a really great place to work. I realized that a lot of people don't like doing dishes, and to me, I've never had a problem. Like, and my manager, I asked her I asked how I'm doing so far, and she's like, you don't seem to have any frustration or anything on when you're washing. And I said no, because I learned that frustration at my past job. And as I'm going through, I'm realizing that this job is like my position is mostly just my position. I don't have to do anything else. Not that I wouldn't be willing to or wouldn't help out, but because I told my kitchen manager that I like to do challenges, and challenges that relate to dish, not other challenges, for those of you that know. But other than that, yeah, I'm enjoying the job a lot right now. The hat. This is the hat. It's so nice. Like, it's so comfortable. It's apparently it's called the Pro model, but it's so comfortable. Like the hat of my old job, like compared to this hat, it's way more comfortable than that previous hat I had. But honestly, I'm the type of person that like yesterday, for example, I went on the line and their line is a lot more, it's a lot more like close corners, stuff like that. So there's a lot more yelling like behind you and stuff like that. And I told this guy like behind you, and I realized I didn't say it loud enough. So when I was giving the front line like kitchen stuff, like plates and stuff, he bumped into me and almost fell, and he like snapped at me, and I felt like really bad about it. And then I went back and apologized, and he was just like, he was so cool, he was so chill about it. He was just like, nah, just, if anything, just say it louder so I can hear you. And I heard him like an hour later say something like, you know, telling another coworker that I'm a pretty nice guy, and I was sitting there like doing trash and stuff, and he's like, yeah, I'm sorry I yelled at you. I'm usually not that way. You just caught me in a hot moment. I was like, yeah, I felt bad. I actually genuinely felt bad about that incident, because I'm the new person, so I don't want to be that type of new guy that's like getting in everyone's way. There is a dishwasher there that, at my old job, there was a guy that worked on the line that he was really cool and made a lot of jokes and stuff, but a lot of people found him annoying. I didn't, some of his stuff I found annoying, but other stuff he was chill to talk to. But this guy, he is like 10 times worse than what that guy was. Like, he's super slow at dish. He's just like the dishwasher washes the dishes in like 20 to 30 seconds. It's like a conveyor belt. It literally has like the same pads as like a car wash, so I just call it a car wash for dishes. And they go in and come out so fast, so you just have to be faster at it. And it's making me learn a lot more. Dang, I just started this video. It felt like 2 minutes ago I started this video, and it's already at almost 8 minutes. Dang. It's crazy how talking a lot can make time fly by. But one thing I forgot, everything that comes out of that dishwasher, it runs at a higher temperature than the one at my old job. So all of the dishes are really hot. They're like super hot. So one of the coworkers I met, he suggested that I wear gloves to take off the heat a little bit, and I tried it, and so on the weekends there's always 2 dishwashers just because of the volume that the restaurant receives, which I can understand why, working there already. And just from having previous experience to dishwashing, like one of my coworkers, he told me straight up that like the other night I worked by myself, because the other guy that I was talking about that cut his finger, he called out. So the night that I worked by myself, he said that I would have, usually a new person would have needed help by then, but I was all caught up. And he was like, dang. And that was after all of the kitchen stuff. And I realized that at my old job, they used like plastic containers, and that the stuff that they would use, it would like burn at the bottom, so I'd have to scrape it out or let it soak for like 30 minutes and then just clean it out. But at the new job, they use all metal pans, so it's a whole lot easier to clean out, and it takes me like no time at all. So typically, Sunday through Thursday they close at 10, and they typically get out. The dishwasher is the last person to get out, but they get out between 10 10:40 to 11:15. And when I worked on the first few days I worked, I got out at like 11:30 because I'm still pretty new and I need to get used to it. But last night we got out, restaurant closed at 11 and I got out at 11:30, which is actually pretty good because no, I got out at like 12:30. It was like 12:25 when I clocked out. So that wasn't that bad. Like we were done at like 11. I mean, we were done at like 12. So I'm gonna see how tonight goes. But yeah, so I was training with two other dishwashers, and one of them was really good and the other one is the one I was talking about that's slow. And which, you know, everybody has their own reasons why they dishwash, and that's why I don't say anything. And I might make a comment to somebody else about it, but I usually don't discourage somebody's work, and I've always been that type of way. I'm not gonna tell someone how they should be, because everyone has their own pace, and that's what I've learned over the years. Just like I have my own pace, and I realize that if I need to get faster, then I will. And if I'm going too fast, then I'll slow down. And that's like kind of partially why I'm going into the HVAC program, because that kind of job takes a lot of detailed skill, and I can go fast, but with that kind of job, it's expensive to replace all that stuff. So you've got to be fast and detailed, like fast and efficient, but not too fast, otherwise your work is sloppy. So, and that kind of job can take like, you have a deadline for each job. Like it's kind of like my brother does carpet cleaning, so he has like 3 jobs in a row. One is at like 1, another's at 3, and another's at 5. He has to, like, depending on how big the job is, he has to calculate how long it would take for each job. And even when he's getting calls from customers, he's got to be like, oh, I got a job at 1, so I'll put that job at 3:30, because I know it's going to take me at least 2 hours to get the job done by myself. And then I got to drive 30 minutes to the other job. So it's just budgeting your time and using it wisely. So I'm going to have to go through that when I go into HVAC. Speaking of HVAC, school for me starts in like it starts in about 2 weeks. So, and I thought that I would have to get used to working at Carrabba's, but after like 2 weeks, I think I'm gonna be pretty much set, because I'm working a lot, so I'm learning like every day. I'm kind of learning new stuff, like where things go, especially at night, how things are, stuff like that. So yeah, right now I would consider from here up until school starts, which is about 2 weeks, I would consider this to be kind of the dead zone, because school hasn't started yet, and I'm still like in summer. So it's like I'm waiting for school to start, but I don't want school to start. So it's kind of like a limbo zone where I go back and forth a lot. Now, my last school, school wouldn't start until like the end of August, so I had a bigger limbo zone because everybody else would already be in school, and I would be like, I'm just waiting on school to start. So yeah, nothing really else to talk about. And well, one thing I gotta say is when I'm talking about budgeting my time, me working later in the day, I realized that I've learned to budget my time in everyday activities. So like today I try to wake up around 11, but today I woke up at like 12 because I went to bed last night around 3:30 because I got home at like 1. So the way I'm gonna have to do it is, like the way I've been doing it right now is I work at like 5, so I woke up at like 12, so I have like 4 to 5 hours of like free time. About 30 minutes of that time I have to remember is the drive time to work. It takes about 20 minutes, but I always give myself at least 25 to 30 minutes because I know that there could always be traffic, and especially when school starts, I'll probably give it like more, 30 to 35, because school is more in session, and I'll probably be going to work during the time when school gets out and the buses are out and stuff like that. But I'm really gonna have to budget my time when school starts, because if I'm getting out at work at like 11, anywhere from 11 to 12, and I have classes at 8:30 in the morning, every morning it's 8:30, so I'm gonna have to wake up at 7:30 and go. So then I'll have to pretty much go to sleep as soon as I get home from work, which at that point I would be tired because I'm gonna be getting up so early for school. If I could choose, the only reason why I'm having the classes in the morning is because I have to have them in the morning. There's no other time they're available. If it were me, I'd rather take it at night than in the morning, but I don't have that option. Anyway, I don't want this video being 20 minutes. It's already almost 18, so I'll catch you guys. So leave a comment, like, subscribe, whatever they all say. Comment down below. Alright, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.